had trouble with Bignell, dumped by Bignell, and back comes Baltimore over the Whaler line. Right side, bomb away, and that's blocked by Neumier. Good move there on Lavender. He's got Climie and Carlton with him. Neumier to Climie. Pass is a bad one, though. Morris dumped it. Neumier kept it in. Neumier cuts to the middle. Neumier backhand shot to screen. Climie couldn't tee it. They score! Well, Bill, the Whalers lost a game on an overtime on a goal that went in off one of their own players, and that's exactly what happened there. As I think it went off Bignell.
I think Bignell kicked it in. The puck was actually wide of the net, and he turned around and kicked it in. And let's see. Climie gets credit for the goal, and it should be unassisted. If it...
4 straight games, Bill, but 7 of his last 8. And Climie has scored a goal in his last 4.
Goal, right. Here comes Paymont, Blow, and Webster right back out on the ice. They didn't get to sit down for very long at all. 6:15 to go in the first period. And again, Jack Kelly must be thinking we're getting an awful lot of good shots and not much to show for it on the scoreboard. Face off to the left of Krister Abrahamson now.
They were kidding Climie in the dressing room this morning about a record that he holds, and when we get a chance, we'll tell you about it. But it was tied last night. And for those of you who follow the WHA closely, you'll know what I'm talking about. When we get a chance, we'll talk about the Climie record that was tied. Here's Rochon, couldn't send up Kokler at the point. He's poke checked by Webster neatly. They're going to call this icing, believe it or not. Morris back to touch it. Webster just kind of swept the puck off Kokler's stick. They called it icing. Anyway, Ron Climie has a WHA record of most goals in one game, 5. It was first set by Ron Ward, and Climie tied it up. And now since then, Bill, this year, Nedomansky has tied it, and now Wayne Conley got all 5 of his team's goals last night. And I said to Ron, you know, pretty soon they're going to put in the record book most goals per game, 5. 19 players tied. They won't mention the names. And Climie said, well, I'm going to get 6 tonight. And he's got 1/6 to that.
A good start.
He says all in the first period, though.
He's got a tough road to hoe. Conley's goals last night occurred, if I remember, in 40 minutes and 28 seconds, exactly to the second, the same time it took Big Ned to get his.
Off the face-off, Krister made a sharp save there off Maggs. Paymont lost it to Rochon. They were former teammates with the Cougars. Here's a shot by Lavender wide right to Larry Plow. As the Spurs put on a little pressure here, but Gordy Roberts controls at his own line, puts those moves up to Plow. Larry over that spur line with Webster. Larry wheeling and dealing, drop to Webster to Paymont. Quick shot, score!
Rosie finally did it.
Doug Roberts pokes Liddington. Carlton couldn't keep it in. They'll have to try again. This line of Doug Roberts, Carlton, and Climie is big physically. Doug Roberts and Carlton do a great job of checking, and Climie often is sniffing around for the loose pucks that come about as a result of that good forechecking. Here's Doug Roberts, Climie to the corner. Centers it, no one there. Again, it's loose. Maggs knocks to the corner. Liddington there. Whalers all over this Denver here. Doug couldn't send up Climie in the slot, and Maggs controls. Up to Delorme. Sets it up there for Sherritt at center. Sherritt wheeling to Liddington. His floater in wide of Krister, who's had a rocking chair hockey game. Gordy Roberts up to Carlton. Here's a 4-man Whaler rush. Carlton the center to Gordy Roberts over the line. Cuts to the middle. Shoots. Johnson saves. Climie trying to shovel it. It score!
I think Climie's going to get it, Bob. And again, I think he just shoveled it in somewhere near Johnson, and with the flapping legs, it rolled over the line. 3-0 Whalers. Time of the goal, 3:46.
Race with Barry, leg to the corner. Rosie wheeling it in front to Plow. Quick shot and hit a leg. And Mara works it free to Goldthorpe. Harpo Goldthorpe down that left side has played hockey tonight. Not his usual brand of high sticks and elbows. It comes in on Krister. He holds there for Selwood. Brad with all kinds of time. Ahead to Neumier. He's steaming out of his own zone. Right side to Webster. Couldn't control. Goldthorpe there. And he just floats it into Whaler territory where Brad Selwood picks up right wing corner. Whalers 3, Spurs nothing. Second period. Selwood behind his own cage. Right side Paymont. Paymont drops to Webster, to Neumier, away from Lomenda, got tripped by Lomenda. Tommy from his knees to Paymont to Plow, and he lost it to Barry Legg. Lomenda lost it back to Tommy. He's got Webster down that right side. Here's Hawkeye drilling one, and scores!
Tommy Webster from Tommy Abrahamson makes it 4-0. Time of this goal, 6 minutes, 49 seconds.
Tell you, Bill, that was vintage Webster all the way.
No question.
The face-off, Paymont behind his own cage to Hurley. Hurley looks around. Hurley left side to Gordy Roberts. Bad pass. They work it in front. Paymont covering on Sherritt. Paymont looks away. Drop pass there for Webster. To Gordy Roberts. Back to Webster. Webster pokes it through 2 Spurs. He's out with Larry Plow. Down that left side. Webster to Plow. It's first goal of the season.
You know, Bobby, Tommy Webster could have fired that puck. Either one of them could have taken the shot.
And they got the puck.
They gave him the puck. Goal number 1 for Larry Plow. Time of the goal, 16:58.
Great setup by Webster, and as you said, a little bit of unselfishness there. Gordy Roberts has 2 assists for himself tonight. The Whalers getting back to the old ways with some good scoring tonight. And these lines, as I said, really look good tonight. Barry Legg lost it to Climby. Climby looks for the hat trick. Goes to Hank Slavin. His drop tip, score!
Climby, hat trick. Ronnie tipped it in front. Time of that goal, 17:57.
There's another puck retrieved. Well, I'll tell you, after all the misfortune and maybe a nice Thanksgiving turkey solved all the ills, because they're out flying tonight. And Climby with a hat trick now. Larry Plow's first goal of the year, and Paymont getting his points in, and the Whalers are really rolling here 6-1. This is the 3-2 overtime fiasco against Minnesota. First we'll have a fine save by Krister. Climby's goal, which will typify the pulled man advantage situation, pulling Krister. And then